And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. It's the All-Stars taking on the All-Stars. Well, Singy, all eyes on him today after his incredible performance in the last one.
Yeah, Boog, that was one of the best hitting displays I've seen in a while. My man was in the zone. If he's able to carry that momentum over to today, we're in for a show on MLB The Show.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. Just about set to go. And on the hill in this one, Chris Bubich. What's the word on him?
Well, they're going with the opener in this one, so this is an interesting look. He's probably only going to pitch an inning, maybe two at the most, and it's going to be unconventional. I think he's going to pitch backwards, more off speed, and then fastballs late.
All right, ready to get underway. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. And that misses. And we're underway. No, with the shift on, hits right into it. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Okay, let's check out the lineup.
Left fielder,
it features a great veteran presence, Juan Soto.
And Boog, a big power season for him last year, up over 40 home runs. So he's obviously a very important part of this lineup. They're going to rely on him heavily to provide that same type of slog and drive guys in as he did last season. But I think he's up for the task.
Juan Soto, the next to hit, takes ball one. One out, base is empty. And a foul ball.
I thought this was a fun note on Soto. In 2023, he hit home runs in Mexico, Canada, and the U.S. I don't think it matters where Soto plays. He's going to hit home runs everywhere he goes.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1. Out to short. Finds its way through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting third, first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 2 homers in the game yesterday, so he's feeling good coming in. Fought off foul. Ground ball, could be 2. To second, there's 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. On to the bottom of the first. No score. Back here at Rogers Center. And today's starter, Freddie Peralta. Singy, he's a guy that can rack up a lot of strikeouts.
Leading off tonight.
Well, last year kind of around the league average in terms of ERA. And you know what? That's why you have 5 different spots in the starting rotation. You've got to have people round things out. And not everyone's going to pitch like a number 1 or number 2 every outing or every season. But last year, he gave his team an opportunity and a chance to win every time he took the mound on average. And when you look at that kind of performance, it has a place on every ball club.
Take a look at the lineup. A really frustrating showing for them in their last game. Lots of traffic on the bases, but they left a ton of runners on base. Couldn't cash in their chances, Chris.
They had plenty of chances. There's nobody to blame it on but themselves offensively. They just did a poor job converting in those situations. You have to figure out what's your plan going to be. Maybe watch some tape from the last game. Make the adjustment. So if you get those opportunities in this one, you've got a much better chance of scoring some runs.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And it's caught for the out.
Hey, man, 4 pitches, 2 outs.
Batting
That is
third,
an excellent
third
pace.
baseman, Mark Vientos.
Mark Vientos stands in now and watches strike 1. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. We played an inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Here's Manny Machado. Bubic back to work. Ground ball left side. And it stays fair.
Wastes no time there. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
Raffy coming to the plate now. Strike 1.
Yeah, and here's a fun stat on Devers. He's at his best when he's hitting homers and doubles. And by the time he was 26 years old, Devers already had over 150 home runs and more than 200 doubles. He's just the 15th player in baseball history with those kinds of numbers at that age.
A little bit low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss. And 1 gone.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
Ramirez avoids the first pitch for ball 1. And another ball.
Outside.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
That one is absolutely belted. And a foul ball. Next offering upstairs. No score here in the second. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
First base.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most
Julio
confidence in right
Rodriguez.
now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, one out. And now it's Julio Rodriguez. And a big swing and a miss.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Kicks and deals. Hard hit, base hit. And they hold the runner at third, but the bases are loaded now with one out.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Golden opportunity right here. Swings through that one. 0-1.
0-1.
Swings over the top of that one.
Well, here shows the pitcher that he's willing to go after that pitch down in the zone. So perhaps he'll come back to it. Still try to get that ground ball double play.
Hit on the ground might be two. There's one. There's second double play already. This one ends the second inning.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
And we're back. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong.
Connor Wong.
Off the mark there. And that's ball one. Wong matched a homer in his last game. And a slider misses down and away.
Hey. 2 balls, 1 strike.
And there's a ball. And that's ball 4. And that's their first base runner of the game.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Drew Waters in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything came together for him. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
In for a strike. 1-2. First and second, no outs. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Strike 3, got him swinging. And that is a big first out.
Well, he's got great strikeout stuff on the mound, doesn't he? I mean, double-digit strikeouts in his last start, and he's just racking them up again in this one. This guy can really dominate a game out there. Not a fun assignment for any lineup.
Joey Wiemer in the box now. Takes strike 1. On the ground, 2 ball. Machado has it for 1. Back to first, and it's over his head. And he's going to make it up to second base, as that's a 2-base error.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Second baseman.
And stepping in is the speedy Cedric Salazar. In there for strike 1. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position at bottom half of inning number 2.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Swung on, belted. Back there. And it's into the bullpen for a homer. Cedric Salazar with his first major league home run, a special moment in his young career, and who knows, maybe that'll open the floodgates for him.
Yeah, getting that out of the way can be a big confidence booster. It feels like a huge weight just been taken off your back. You can go up there with a lot less pressure on you now, and I wouldn't be surprised if he gets hot for a little while.
What do you remember about your first career homer, Chris?
Well, I remember it was off of Omar Oliveras, and, you know, being there in Los Angeles against the Angels, just a tremendous day, great ballpark, and a special moment for sure.
Marcus Cooper, the next to hit, takes outside. Next offering is in for a strike. 2 outs, base is empty. And that's in for a strike.
Well, he left that changeup up, got away with one there, and he'll take it, but doesn't want to make that mistake again.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Diaz collects, fires to first. That completes the strikeout, inning over. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. Major League Baseball back now in Toronto. And now the catcher comes up to him. Yainer Diaz. Ripped on the ground to second. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. So with 1 down, it'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And it falls. Around first and hustling for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double. One out. Runner at second. Juan Soto now 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Weimer sizing this one up. Squeezes it. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's 0 for 1. And first offering is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Swing and a base hit. Here comes Tatis around third. He'll score, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-1.
Picks himself up an RBI.
Shortstop,
Anytime you rip a line
Machado.
drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Machado stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Guerrero off of first with 2 away. He swings and fouls one off. Swings through that.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Swing and a high fly ball well struck. That one back. And it's out of here. Into the home bullpen for a homer. A laser to left. It's 3-3.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
And it's Rafael Devers in the box.
0-1.
Swing and a miss.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
And Raffy falls victim to the K. But they strike for 3 in the inning. 2 on this 2-run home run. We're tied now at 3 apiece. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at the ballpark,
Leading
coming
off,
off a
center
tough series
fielder,
offensively,
Mauricio
and a look at those numbers.
Dubon.
Right through there for a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Peralta winds and deals. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-2 is the count.
And ring him up, says Carl Dixon. That's a strikeout. Here's Trevor Story. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. And that drops in for a strike. In the air, left field. Soto gets under it. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Now batting,
And now it's
third
Mark
baseman,
Vientos.
Mark
3-pitch
Vientos.
strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Marte throws to first in time. And that is the inning. We played 3. And our score, 3-3. Back here at Rogers Center, on to the 4th. Now it's Jose Ramirez. The other way. Waters makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but hey, you got to keep swinging it.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. A single his first time. Yeah, that's fouled off. That one way inside. Up the middle, and that squirts through. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman,
Here's
Ketel
Marte. He's 0 for 1. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Rodriguez leads off first with 1 away. Not
1 and
even
1.
close there. And 1-1.
Runner.
The kick and the pitch. Runner
Ball
goes. There's a ball. Throw there. Safe. Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
Man at second. Swing and a ground ball. Tags the runner for 1, and no throw. He's into first easily. Here comes the skipper.
Pitching.
John Schreiber
John
gets the ball now.
Schreiber.
He's making his second appearance
Now
of the
batting,
season.
catcher,
Yainer Diaz
Diaz.
now at the plate. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Right through there for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
That one ripped. Back there. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Through 3.5. We're all even. 3 apiece. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Connor Wong.
Swing and a miss. There's the slider. 0-1.
0-1.
High fly ball out to center field. Rodriguez settles under it, hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, the right fielder,
Drew Waters stands
Waters.
In there at the knees. Strike one. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play.
Well, he missed a hittable off-speed pitch right there. Not sure exactly with the timing. Sometimes you get a backup breaking ball. You're expecting it to make its move at the end. It never does.
Now batting,
and you're tied up.
Hitter,
Avisail Garcia up to the plate. Inside, just missed. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game. 4 innings in the books. Tied 3-3. Ready now for the 5th inning. In steps El Nino, Fernando Tatis Jr. On the ground to third, and that's foul. Tatis, 26 years old, and he was selected to the All-Star game last year. Comes up empty.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That was the sweeper, but it missed.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swings here and blasts one left field. That's back. Hits the top of the wall. He's in with a double, and that's his 2nd double of the night.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the
Now
at-bat after being down in the count. Up against it with 2 strikes right there.
He absolutely ripped that ball out front and almost got it out of here, man. Just a really strong, balanced swing, and a fraction of an inch different on the bat, and it is probably out of here.
A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. And now it's Juan Soto. Misses the zone for a ball. That was the sweeper. Tatis at second with nobody out. Ripped to first. Caught.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know he didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And the batter now, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got the power, but great contact skills. One of the best contact hitters in the game. Swing and a miss.
Well, you can't offer it that pitch in an 0-0 count. It's a strike, but not every strike is a good strike early in the count.
Squirts away a little bit. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and
and now a wild pitch. Gets to it, on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout. No advance. Good job behind the dish.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Here comes the throw, but it's offline. He will score. It's 4-3, and his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
So 2 down, and here is Devers.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Machado around second. Coming home. He's safe, and they take a 2-run lead.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick.
Here's Jose Ramirez. There's the strike.
0-1.
Ground ball up the middle. Story on the run, sends it over to first. On the money, nice play. But 2 runs for him, and they jump ahead. Last half of the 5th coming up. The All-Stars with the lead, 5-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Now the left fielder, Joey Wiemer. Peralta back to work. Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Came after him with the fastball on 0-2, and that's a pretty good demonstration of what power pitching is all about. He's got the stuff, obviously, and right there he used it to put his opponent away without needing to waste any pitches.
Salazar takes a ball as he stands in for the 2nd time. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Late on that fastball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Rodriguez puts it away for the out, and there's 2 away. Marcus Hooper digs in now, and that one is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Up and in, ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And a swing and a miss, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Top of the 6th inning. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Center fielder, Julio Rodriguez.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Wow.
0-1.
That's not even close to the zone.
Swings and misses. 0-2 now. Meanwhile,
ball, 2
activity in
strikes.
the bullpen. Chad Green appears to be getting loose. Harvey getting loose as well. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And now 1 away.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way. So
Now batting,
credit the pitcher
second
for having him
baseman,
out in front of that pitch.
Marte.
Clearly he had him fooled.
So digging in, Ketel Marte. Ripped to short. On to first.
Got him.
They get the out on Marte. 2 down, bases empty.
Now batting,
Yainer
catcher,
Diaz, the
Yainer
next to hit.
Diaz.
0 for 2 in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the sixth. Next offering is fouled back. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Wong down to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. To the bottom of the sixth inning, the Dominican Republic lead it 5-3. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Now pitching.
Back now for the bottom of the sixth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jimmy Garcia.
And this is an important part of this game. Tight score and still a lot of outs to get. So they're looking for a big outing out of him right here to get some critical outs.
Fouled off down the right side. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Line drive, hauls it in, one away.
Now batting, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Here's Trevor Story now. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the sixth.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
Gassed it right by him.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Vientos stands in with two away as he takes a ball. And there's a strike.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Hogan, the one thing about that is...
And he got him. Strike three, and that'll retire the side. New pitcher now, Hunter Harvey.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Back to the top of the order now. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
That one fouled off.
When you look at the ability to save runs defensively, but then also put runs up on the scoreboard, that's the kind of player that every championship team needs to have.
Swings and misses, and there's one down. Here's Juan Soto, 1 for 3. In the air, left field, down the line, and it gets into the seats. Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Vladdy now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. And it's 1-1. And there's a rocket into the outfield. And that keeps the inning alive.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Here comes Manny Machado. His two-run homer back in the third was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike one.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Guerrero leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Now he breaks his bat. Salazar slings to first, and that is the inning. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumping, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
And now 2-0.
Way to lay off that pitch down. This is a really good feeling for a hitter at this point in the ball game. You know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
On the ground to second, might be 2. Machado has it for 1. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Roll bounces, and he can't pick it. They get just 1. So up next, Aviseo Garcia, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Good approach right there. You want to get something just a little higher that you can elevate. Stay out of that double play.
In the dirt, but kept close. To second for 1, and it's over his head. So a wild pitch allows the runner to advance. Tying run at the plate. There's a swing and a miss.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit.
Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here at the bottom of the 7th. Late on that fastball.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that.
Well, that's a strikeout, and that'll do it for the inning.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Chad Green.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Now it's Devers at the plate. Line drive to short and caught.
Well, baseball can be cruel, can it? I mean, sometimes it gives and sometimes it takes away. He did everything right on that swing, but he's got nothing to show for it.
Ramirez now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Movement in the bullpen. Adam Ottavino up and loosening in the pen. Loaisaga also getting ready. And a swing and a miss.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. To the right side, and that one handled. He puts it in his pocket, safe at first without a play. Man at first with one gone. At the plate, Julio Rodriguez. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. And first offering is fouled off. Ramirez leads off first with one away. In the air, right side. That's out number 2. Here's the second baseman, Ketel Marte. 0 for 3 in this one. Green, 33 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. First pitch just misses. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
And that's a little bit high. And that's ball 2.
2-1.
Two outs. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. Weimer makes the catch, and that is that. On to the bottom of the 8th. Now it's the second baseman,
Leading
Cedric
off,
Salazar.
Second baseman, number 25.
Ronaldo Lopez takes over on the mound.
Reynaldo
This is his third
Lopez.
time out this year.
1-0.
That misses the zone, and it's 1-0. And that one lifted in the air center field. Rodriguez settles under it. Makes the grab, one down. So digging in, Marcus Hooper. Pitch
Ball
misses outside. Ball 1. Swing and a ground ball off the middle. That's a base hit. And now the lineup turns over with one away. Here's Mauricio Dubon. Base hit right field. The throw to second is offline.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Really important at bat coming up now.
Cut on and missed 96 of that fastball.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Just indecisive in that at bat. He
Now
couldn't commit to the
batting,
slider.
third baseman,
Tried to sit in between.
Mark
Just not
Vientos.
able to put the bat on the ball.
Vientos in the box now. Takes strike 1. Ball 1 there.
Yeah.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that's way high. Counts full, 3-2.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it.
Pitching.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound. Jonathan Loaisiga. He's making his 4th appearance of the season. Yainer Diaz getting ready to hit. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Line drive, base hit right field.
Now batting, right fielder Fernando Tatis
So
Jr.
back to the top of the order, and the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr. Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. Swing and a ball popped up. Hooper. He's there. He's got it. One down. So up next, Juan Soto. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Nice stop. There's one. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, that ball off the bat ticketed for the outfield and a base hit for the hitter, but just taken away by the diving stop. Nice job.
Vladdy in the box now. No balls and a strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And that is out of play. And that one almost hit him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Soto off of first with 2 away. Pitch misses, and that's ball 2.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first. And it's in time for the third out, so that'll end the inning. They get a leadoff single, but leave him stranded. We head now to the bottom of the 9th. The All-Stars. Back now in Toronto. Digging in, Connor Wong.
Now pitching,
Emmanuel Clase on to try and close it out. A chance at his first save of the year. And a strike right through there. That one at triple digits. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3.
now
Digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Drew Waters. Ripped to third. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Fastball group right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he wanted to get that ball in the air, maybe drive it into the gap.
And first offering is fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
Well, so many hard-throwing relievers in the game these days. You would think that hitters have made the adjustment, but I don't know if you ever get used to it. Just pumping gas out of the bullpen.
High in the air, out to right. And that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark, and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show.